This is the last quantum jumping video you'll ever have to watch. Quantum jumping is about momentum, it's about movement. So I want you to take a deep breath because we're about to quantum jump right now together. I'm a lifelong coach. I've been teaching quantum jumping, shamanism, and psychic abilities for over 25 years. So you're in good hands. Just take a deep breath. Every time you take a deep breath, you're going to be anchoring more of the shift. So make sure that you breathe with me when I give you the cue, because otherwise you're not shifting realities. Every breath is like changing a frame in a, movie or like a still, basically, right? Like, so you're moving realities with every breath. So taking a deep breath in, relax your mind. When I tell you to relax your mind, think about your mind being a muscle. You know how my fist right now is closed? Imagine just relaxing yourself into that. If you cannot imagine, try to feel your mind relaxing, or think about what your mind would do if it were to relax, and then repeat that process. Taking another deep breath in. As you do this, you're going to end up realizing that you're already tapping into another field. Rather, you feel wavy, you feel movement, or maybe you're sensing like you're falling into somewhat of a trance. Another deep breath in. Quantum shifting or quantum jumping, they're both the same process. The only thing you need to understand is about energy. A lot of times people are trying to jump from matter to matter. So, like a physical reality into another physical reality. All you're doing ever is changing the energy or the vibration that's producing an energy that puts the physical world into place. So, stop thinking that you have to jump from one physical reality into another. That's what makes it difficult. If I just said that and you feel like kind of more of your energy is opening, that's because you're understanding at a biological level how this actually works. I'm going to keep talking to your cells. I'm going to keep talking to your spirit, and watch what ends up happening. Taking another deep breath in. Spirit, can you please open up all the chakras to their maximum across all quantum jumps? Relax into whatever happens next. You're going to feel an opening in the center of your body. Each one of your chakras will start opening. You're going to feel a little bit hotter. You're even going to feel like, really dizzy, even nauseous. That's okay. Taking a deep breath in. Soul, please open up the higher chakras vibration to what we're doing here today. If you feel something above you starting to open up, that's because now you're working with your outer chakras. Notice how quick it is to actually shift these momentums. You have to understand it's the vibration, the energy. Taking a deep breath in. I want you to stop really thinking about how am I doing this or why am I feeling this. Just go for the ride. There's so many things in life that you don't even know how they work, but you know they work, right? Like, not everybody understands how gravity actually works, but people understand that if you jump, you're going to come back down. Not a lot of people understand that gravity is a byproduct of how the planet is warping space itself. And if you just learn that, that's a really good example of all the things in your life that you're overcomplicating. As you keep feeling your expansion, you are quantum jumping every time you expand. Like every subtle feeling, whether your chakras getting aligned, that's a jump. Whether your mind is falling into a deeper relaxation, that's a jump. If you start thinking about the past and how you can correct it, that's a jump. Every micro influence you experience is a quantum field shifting around you. Taking a deep breath in. Now you have to stop caring so much about controlling the jump. If you control the jump all the time, you're going to make an error. If you decide, hey, universe, we're jumping together, you are shifting reality around me, I am just allowing myself to witness reality change, you're going to go even faster. 3, 2, 1, deep breath. And now I'm going to just help you open up the gateways to just more of a profound jump. If you feel your energy opening right now, if you feel like you're falling deeper into a trance, as I continue to open up the gateways, going to open up the next one. And the next. And next. Each version of yourself is co-creating with you. You have an astral body, you have a soul, you have a spirit, you have an inner child body, you have an emotional body, right? All these different versions of you are working together to co-create your reality. So we're going to address your astral body. Taking a deep breath in. I want you to close your eyes, put all of your attention on the center of your chest, and focus all of your attention on the center of your chest. Do not move from there. If whenever you divert, just bring your attention back. As you put all of your attention there, you notice that there is a accumulation of energy or pressure, right? Even heat can be happening. That is an indication that you are now fully connected to your astral body. So you're going to take a deep breath and you're going to just address your astral body. Rather you imagine it or you just say, hey, I know I'm going to talk to my astral body and I'm going to give it this command, right? Taking a deep breath. Astral body, make it easier and easier from this day forward for me to quantum jump and see when I'm quantum jumping. Astral body, make it easier and easier and easier for me to quantum jump starting from the day onward and to be able to see how I'm quantum jumping when it happens. And then you relax into it, you're going to feel another pressure of power open up all of a sudden. Now, this is literally the same process for manifestation, law of attraction, energy healing even. It's the same premise. Where you put your consciousness and how you interact with reality is how the jumps actually control themselves. If you feel like you have to do everything by yourself, that you're creating your reality by yourself, the law of attraction, which is a mirror and matches exactly whatever it is that you put out there, is going to give you that same exact experience. So your jumps are going to feel more dense. They're going to feel harder. They're going to feel like you have to jump through more hoops to actually get what you're looking for. Now, if you take another deep breath in, relax, and try to let go as much of the tension of everything that you've ever experienced. Let go of the stress from your day. Try to let go of like what you think you're supposed to be doing in a couple months. Let go of the stories you tell yourself. Anything that you can let go of right now, to the best of your ability, try to let it go. And you'll notice that as you let them go, your energy is opening more and more and more and more. The reason why is because you're holding on to a story. When you hold on to something, it becomes dense, okay? That's why some people are in 3D because they're holding their reality in place, right? 3D, 3D, 3D. When you're in 4D, what you end up doing is something like this. You let go of some of the tension and you're still understanding that sometimes you close your fist, but a lot of times you can just be open like this. When you're at 5D, you're pretty much doing this. When you're at 60, you're completely ready for whatever needs to come. When you're at 70, you're like, whatever, why do I need to hold out my hands? It's just going to keep collecting, right? And you keep advancing. You don't have to manifest at 3D, 4D, or 5D. 5D right now is kind of like outdated if you know how to manipulate reality the way I'm showing you. 3D is like things that are dense. You can literally find anything that's 3D in your reality, something that you really, really fundamentally believe in, whether it's something in human rights, politics, the way the world works around you. If it's dense, right, like you're good, that's 3D. If you're like, okay, reality kind of like moves in different ways, I know how to manifest, that's 4D. If you're like, I know exactly who I am, where I'm going, and what I want to be creating, 5D. All right. 60 is like, you know what? Everything is just me communicating with myself. So I'm going to show myself exactly where I need to go. 70 is peace is everything that there is. I don't even have to do anything anymore. Reality shifts and jumps around me. So taking another deep breath in, we're going to sink into this even further in 3, 2, 1. Relax your mind as much as you can. Relax your body as much as you can. And notice how you're feeling. Notice that you are shifting. Acknowledge to yourself, whoa, I am feeling something. Whether I'm feeling numb, I'm feeling cold, I'm seeing images, I'm getting messages. Own it. By owning it, you are still jumping and you're owning the fact that you can jump easily. This is what I'm talking about when I tell you like everything's energy, frequency, vibration. I primarily focus on vibration. Vibration creates energy. Okay. So if you're always trying to energy heal something, you're missing a huge point of it because you're missing the vibration. So you can't energy heal your way into a jump. That's just not how it works. Energy healing helps you identify vibrations, but then after a while, you need to recognize that you don't have to heal a specific idea. You just have to change the idea or jump between ideas. Another deep breath in. Now we're going to collapse 90 minutes into the next 30 seconds. Imagine that you're meditating for 90 minutes in 30 seconds. Starting now. Let yourself just open up to that experience. I've been meditating for 90 minutes, but actually it's only been 30 seconds. Notice how you're feeling. Notice the energy flowing through you. You are actively jumping. Jumping is not only like from one place to another, okay? You're constantly jumping. Just like you're constantly manifesting, you're constantly interacting with vibrations and energy. You just need to constantly be aware that this is what you're doing all the time. By being in this state, notice how you feel right now. Like you're lucid. You can tell you're bending reality right now. You can feel it. You feel like you're not really fully anchored in what most people consider 3D reality. You're somewhere like out here in the 5D, 6D area, right? So as you're noticing how you feel, imagine carrying this frequency with you every day, everywhere you go, in everything that you do, like literally. Once you condition yourself and you condition your body to be here, quantum jumping isn't even a thing. It's an afterthought. You even stop calling it quantum jumping because really what you're doing is you're just saying, hey, universe, I want this to happen. Make it happen. All right, cool. And then you just continue on with your day. Taking one last deep breath in. And if you come back to this meditation literally every day for 7 to 9 days, you will never have to watch another meditation on quantum jumping ever again. You can use different meditations, especially the ones that I share on the channel, to help you refine the craft because there's so much that you can do with it actually, and that's what I cover in every video. But this is one of the things that like I'm telling you, it's taking me so long to really understand. When I want to heal somebody, I don't. If I want to cure somebody from something or heal them from something, I just shift them from realities. I don't fucking reverse engineer any of their stuff. I just strictly say, okay, well, you want to jump from one reality to the other? Okay, woo, let's just move in that direction. Like, let's strip away the ego, let's strip away the extra stories and move into that reality. Once you start looking at reality from that way, even if you have a problem, okay, I somehow aligned myself with this issue, I'm going to choose to just shift the issue anyway. Like, I know I have options because I can quantum jump. Your reality literally becomes easier, right? When it comes to manifesting money, manifesting a lover, change of life situations, the rhythm is the movement. This everything you're feeling right now has been the movement that is described at the very beginning. And if you don't pay attention to this particular lesson, you're going to notice that quantum jumping kind of feels like really strong at times and sometimes it doesn't feel that strong. So anytime you quantum jump into any reality, it has a very specific vibration. What I do when I jump into a reality that really works out for me, I get a ton of money or I get a bunch of blessings, I stop everything and I'm like, what does this feel like? Oh my God, yes, let me hold on to this. Let me bring more of that into my body. And I bring it in through the heart space. Sometimes I bring it in through my third eye, sometimes in all of my chakras, or I just focus on how it feels all around me. And then I sit there for at least 3 minutes. I'm like, yes, 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 I understand. Now, once you take a deep breath, the last thing you're going to do is you're going to press your pinky on the right hand with your thumb, okay? This is the water mudra. This is the flow mudra. This is the movement mudra. So, what you're doing is you're programming yourself to quantum jump every time you do this. Once you do this, you'll be able to start quantum jumping very quickly. Taking another deep breath in, relax, let go of this mudra that we're doing. We're going to stop the jump really fast. You're going to start feeling like things start kind of solidifying. You're getting a little bit more clearer, almost like you're coming down. Right about now, you'll start feeling a little bit normal, right? So I'm going to show you that power of that mudra. Get ready. We're going to do the mudra that I just showed you in 3, 2, 1. Press that mudra together. Pinky with your thumb. And notice how your energy starts rising. And you start going back to that space that we were in. All you have to do is hold the mudra a little bit longer, relax into any tension in the body and the mind. And then you're back in the quantum jumping energy, okay? This is your hack. This is the last quantum jumping video you should ever watch. And if you're gonna watch any other ones, just literally align yourself with people who are actually just getting into it. You don't have to spend a whole 90 minutes meditating to get into a quantum jump. It's just literally find the frequency, program a trigger in your body that tells you, hey, this is how we get into it really quick. Sink into the trigger whenever you need it. Bam, command reality. Once I'm in that higher space, I'll be like, okay, reality, I need you to do X, Y, and Z for me. All right, awesome. And then I come right back out of it. Anytime something amazing happens, yes, this is awesome. This is part of my quantum jump. And I keep just programming this. This is programming your DNA. As you program your DNA, you're going to just embody it. You're going to fall into your purpose. You're going to fall into your dharma. You're going to fall into miracles. You're going to keep quantum jumping without even trying. And then the law of attraction is going to just seem like a third grader's toy, literally. If you thought this video was amazing, comment below and let me know how I made you feel. I always love to hear exactly how you guys feel. Other people also benefit from your comments as well. We're a community. We're ascending together. Taking one last deep breath in, grab the Antojai Quantum Reiki Tarot. And if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, everything's going to be in the descriptions below. Thanks for subscribing. It helps the channel grow so much. Antojai.